Hey everybody, it's DarkStrider. I've got some new kit. I want to show you some stuff I picked up from the sports store. I also want to go through my medical bag today, or my first aid kit. I want to. In the previous video on this Bugout bag, I had talked about not wanting to open it up because I just messed it up, and then after I got to think about it, and after a few comments from you guys, it's probably pretty important to know what's in there. So I think running through it and sort of doing a little mini review and showing you what's in the thing, and talking a little bit about first aid and how it get handled in the field, it might be beneficial. So, but first let's go over the kit. I found two things. I'd gone to Academy Sports with the intent of just buying a whistle, and I actually found a little bit better solution. For about, I think I spent $14 on it. I think the MSRP is $24, something like that. But it's this SOL kit, and it actually comes with a whistle. It's got some duct tape. Actually, yeah, so it's got some duct tape. It's got a fishing kit. It's got a signal mirror. It's got some tinder. It has a cheap little compass, which actually seems to be working for the most part. And a survival blanket. So it was a pretty good, for $14, it was a pretty good find. So that was the first thing. The other thing I got, which I've always wanted, is a kukuri. And this may not be the best one out there, but this is from Winchester. And it's actually pretty nice. For what I spent was $10. And the MSRP is somewhere around $30. But the thing I liked about it is this is not machete size. There's a couple out there from like Cold Steel and a couple other companies that are big honking things like this long, which might be useful for certain applications. But what I wanted was a big knife for doing tasks around the house. Like, if I needed to cut some shrubs back or something like that. I mean, just something that I probably won't. This is a little overkill for shrubs, but I wanted a big knife, and I wanted something that was pretty useful. So I ended up with a $10 solution for that, and it just happened to be on sale. But overall, the construction is really nice. I mean, I can do a review on it later, but it's got a wooden handle. The bolsters are actually, I mean, that's not the bolsters, but the pins that hold the whole thing together are decorative. It's actually, for $10, it's a pretty nice knife. So maybe I'll do a review on that later after I have a chance to test it out a little bit. But it comes with a Kedora sheath. Overall, pretty nice. Some parts of it are a little cheap, but the knife overall seems like it's pretty high quality. So let's set that aside. Let's set this aside, and let's grab my medical kit. I'm going to throw my Bugout bag over here. So the reason I picked the Sportsman series was it seemed like it was geared a little more towards adults in the wilderness. There were similar sized kits that seemed the family focus, like they need, like there's a lot of things for taking care of kids. Overall, I thought this one had the most bang for the buck. It was about, I think it was $34. But let's get it opened up. The thing I liked about it, one of the things I liked about it the most was that it came with a book. Let me see if I can find a book. Yeah. So fit inside the survival, or inside the kit, is a wilderness and travel medicine book, a comprehensive guide, and it has a lot of information on how to prepare, do first aid, things that you can do for any given situation, splints and slings and all kinds of fun stuff that you might have to do. So pretty nice. Like here's what to do for a rib fracture. So I mean, there's all kinds of things that you may never run into, but if you do, it's good. So that was the first thing. That it came with a book with first aid tips in it. So let's go through and see what else we've got here. Looks like we got some tweezers, medical tweezers, or just survival tweezers there. Some book. This is a booklet on medications. I'm going to unpack one side and then repack it. And then, so let's see. Adhesive barrier wipes. It looks like a bunch of medications here. Acetaminophen, diethylhydramine, don't know what that is. Afterbite, ibuprofen. So there's a bunch of tabs of medication there. Looks like we got a bag full of wipes. Let's see what this is. Antibiotic ointment, and looks like alcohol wipes or alcohol pads. Yeah, alcohol prep pads. And it's got a lot of these little cards in there on how to do things. So there's a lot of quick reference cards on what to do for choking, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR. There's all kinds of these little helpful books in there. That's cool, pretty nice. Here's a combine pad, just a big gauze pad. Got some nitrile gloves. They're not as cool as my paracord wrapped ones, but those would come in handy too. We got a little bit of cellophane for something. Not sure what that's for, but maybe that's just leftover. Maybe that's something I could use. We got some scissors, safety scissors. Got, we got a little pencil and a patient assessment form. I don't know. Could be handy for a handoff to a paramedic unit or something like that. And then we've got adaptic non-adhering dressing. So I guess this would be maybe what goes onto the wound and then wrap it up in gauze. All right, so I'm going to repack this. Get my scissors in there. Get some nitrile gloves. Get this bit of cellophane. Combination pad. Bleeding. Alright, put the medications with the medications, tells you what you need to do. And then this zips back up. Let me get this back in frame for y'all. Alright, now on the other side. I like it because it's all partitioned off. It's actually, that's a really nice feature. It's got some extra webbing here for if I needed to put something else, maybe maybe my bottle of alcohol would be a good thing to go there. We can do that at a later date, but let's see what else we got in here. We've got a roll of gauze. We got an ace bandage, a wrap there. We've got some medical tape, some adhesive tape there. Looks like we've got a whole slew of Band-Aids and the like. So we got some sutures. Some big Band-Aids and some regular Band-Aids. Those are all good to have. And then we've got a triangular bandage for splints or splints and slings. We've got a syringe, maybe for clearing things or applicating things. I don't know. Not sure what I'd use that for, but we'll figure it out. Sponges, non-woven, and let's see, we got some like moleskin for blisters and the like. Some more non-adhesive gauze pads. Register the kit. Sterile pads, some more. So it's got a lot for wound care. And then here's a wound care burn and blister helper pack, and one more cotton tipped applicator. So it's got a Q-tip in there. So overall, it looks like it's got a lot for, dealing with wound care, and obviously it's labeled wound care, sprain and blisters. So let's get this all packed back up again and call it a day for this exploratory exercise. Put that back in there. Alright, so we get everything packed back up. Maybe not exactly the way it was, but pretty darn close. Get all our band-aids back in place. So overall, for fairly minor injuries, minor wounds and injuries, and just taking care of yourself out and about in the thick of things, I think this is a pretty good kit. Forgot to put my tweezers back, and I forgot to put my book back, so better do that too. So let's see if we can get in there. But overall, I think this is a pretty good resource. It's something that is definitely a need to have in the pack. And like I said, I keep this in my car all the time, so if I ever come across an accident or I can be of assistance in that way, I'll have this with me. And it's just it's good to have. Packs all back up fairly nicely. I don't think I upset the balance of things too much when pulling everything out. But there it is. This is the Adventure Medical Kits Be Safe. Adventure Medical Kits Sportsman Series Medical Kit. And it's pretty lightweight. It's fairly small form factor. I'm trying to see if I got something for size reference for you guys. It's about, I don't know, 7.5 inches wide, 5.5 inches deep, or tall, and then maybe 4 inches, about 4 inches thick. So it's nothing too much to. It's not like it's so much that I can't carry it in my pack. I like to keep it at the top of my pack, so I've got a space right here where if I need it, I can reach in there and grab it. It fits nicely, and it's easy to find. I added some other things. I added some some basics. I got some socks, some undershirt, and some underwear, just so if I was out for a day or two and I needed to be able to change my underclothes, I'll have that. Oops, and there's other things I need to put back in here. So I'm carrying. I'm gonna put this kit back in there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've got a few more videos that I want to do this weekend. I got a new air compressor. I'll be unboxing that. I don't know if an air compressor is a really great unboxing video, but it's something that I'm going to have to learn how to use. So taking you guys along for the ride might be beneficial. So let me know if you want to see that. I'm probably going to do it anyways, but I got a really nice air compressor, and I'm going to be taking it out of the box and getting it set up in the shop. It might be interesting. And I think maybe I might do a review of using this, using the Kukuri, and seeing how it holds up to just some basic tests. But overall, thanks for watching. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. And if there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comments section. I'm really eager to hear from my subscribers and see things and try and do things that they want to see. Try and really grow this channel. So if there's something you want to see, let me know. Put it in the comments. But other than that, thanks for coming along, and I appreciate your viewership. I hope you have a great day. This is DarkStrider signing off.